What's up, Israel? What's up to the front line? Because everybody on the front line know they Israel. Look, y'all, I got a new picture for y'all this week. That is my favorite creature. Not the damn lion, y'all. Nah, not him. Not him at all. It's that honey badger. Yo, the honey badger ain't like the other creatures, man. It's small. It's tiny, right? Compared to that lion, right? But you best believe that lion don't want it with that honey badger. He has eaten easier meals. Yeah, yeah. He's taken down giraffes, gazelles, hippos, whatever he want. But that honey badger, man, that honey badger. That honey badger, y'all, remind me of the front line. That's our mascot, the honey badger. And do yourself a favor and look up that documentary that the honey badger don't give a damn. I think they say honey badger don't give a F, but look that up, guys, and get acquainted with the honey badger. This is our mascot right here. If we had a mascot, guys, we don't dabble in idols, but you get what I'm saying. Like if this was our energy, I'd say it was the honey badger. It ain't scared of nothing. I like that it's fighting a lion right now. Kind of reminds me of the House of Judah, right? That honey badger fighting that House of Judah, that Lion of David, that son of Jesse, that Judahite, that JC, that man coming to save you. That's what we fighting over here, right, guys? Because that's not what Israel believed in. All right, so when you get back to your roots, Israel, and you realize that our kingdom's over here, come on over here. It's nicer over here. You'll get away from this wannabe sovereign power right here, right? Because there's a difference. So last week, I'm watching the episode that we did regarding this blessing being passed down to Ephraim and Manasseh, right, guys? And I'm saying to myself, this is why, guys, I always tell you we'd like to go back over here. We're not afraid to reread stuff we've read already before because you get a deeper understanding then, right, guys? So check out something that I noticed in this article right here, guys, that we were using in the last, I think, 2 episodes. We used this because we need people to understand that Judah ain't Israel. It's an imposter. They not like us, Israel. Judah chases crowns and scepters. Israel is chasing those everlasting hills. Yeah. That bow that abide, right? Passed down to Joseph, passed down to his sons, specifically Ephraim. That's what we concerned with. They not like us. Those lions. They ain't like the honey badger over here. Yeah, they don't believe in truth. They believe in crowns. They believe in worshiping their kings. No wonder why the Creator don't seem to like kings, y'all. I'm trying to tell you something. No wonder why. I kept saying like, dang, but they asked for one and he gave it to them. Like, yeah, until you realize that Judah got the pen. Yeah. They got the pen and they don't even mind telling you what they did to their little brother. It's so funny to me. Like, they glorify this stuff, y'all. Because, I mean, you didn't even have to put it in the book that you did this, but you must be proud that you did this. So you put it in the book, right, Judah? You're proud you did this. Check out what this author does right here, y'all. This person, they know, man. You think they don't know about this nationwide conspiracy right here? look at this. They're going to tell you that they were unified. But wait, I want to get down to, this is what I want to get down to. I love this. These couple of paragraphs right here are just so foundational to our belief systems, right? Right here on the front line, right? That they're a distinct lineage, right? With a distinct history, with their own kings. Yeah, Judah, I don't bow to your king. You can keep your crunchy ass King David, all right? I don't bow to no kings. I'm Israel. Oh, they had their own prophets. But check out what this writer writes in the next paragraph, right? Sadly, also both Israel and Judah fell in captivity, although to different powers at different times. God sent the Babylonians to capture the house of Judah. And he sent the Assyrians to conquer. Now wait a minute, those are two different words, right? Overcome, take control. What is the difference between capture, taken to one's possession, and conquer? Huh, guys? There's a difference. And this author seems to notice this difference. It's only Israel who hasn't noticed this difference. No wonder Rachel is weeping and there's a trail of tears to her kids, because they've been conquered. There's a difference between being captured and conquered. Let's go check that out real quick, y'all, because I didn't notice that this author seems to recognize it. And we sharp over here. We those honey badgers over here, you know? I mean, so they not like us, Israel. Check this out. Israel ain't looking for no kings. Check it out. Capture, an act or instance of capturing, such as an act of catching, winning, or gaining control by force, stratagem, or guile. Right, guys? A move in a board game. The absorption by an atom. The act of recording in a permanent file. Okay, well, let's see what some of the synonyms might be. Let's see. Prisoner, internee, captive. I like that. So you could be an internee. That sounds like you just kind of being absorbed. You know what I mean? Like you just kind of assimilate. Let's see what conquer stands for. Let's take a look at this. To gain or acquire by force of arms. No wonder why they said the Assyrian captivity was so much more violent, guys. It was not like the Babylonian captivity of Judah. Israel suffered under this. All right. Now I want you to pay special attention to the words used here. They might just jump out at you, because some of our trailblazers on this platform, you know, have pointed out this language, you know, and they'll tell you that it was family on family, you know, and they're right, but they just seem to avoid telling you what family, huh? But over here on the front line, we don't avoid uncomfortable subjects. No, we don't. It was our family that did this to us, specifically the southern tribes, led by Judah. Yeah, I'm having fun proving this, guys. They're not like us. They can't shoot this message down. Let them try. They obviously don't read the book, because if they had, I'm showing it to you guys in black and white. So if they had read this book the way they should be reading this book, and they weren't, you know, revering kings like we don't do here on the front line, they would see that they've been subjugated and vanquished by the tribe of Judah. Okay? I'm proving it. Look at the language. Subjugate means to conquer territory. Vanquish means conquer the enemy. All right, to gain mastery over or win by overcoming obstacles. To overcome by mental or moral power, which is to surmount, to be victorious. Look at the synonyms. Now, these synonyms don't look like what we saw when we looked up capture, did it, guys? That's said to be an interny, right? This looks like, yeah, you know what it looked like. It looks like enslavement, right, guys? It looks like forced labor, right? It looks like some stuff we already went through with our cousins, right? When Solomon enslaved us. Check it out. Synonyms: to dominate, pacify, subjugate, subordinate, overpower, subdue. Oh, sorry, that was subject, not subjugate. Subjugate is here, though, and vanquish. You know, all great things, right? All right, conquer implies gaining mastery of, right? There's Caesar, reminds me of Easer. Vanquished implies the complete overpowering. Defeat does not imply the finality or completeness of vanquish, which is otherwise equals. Oh, look at the example they want to give us. The Confederates defeated the Union forces at Manassas. Looks like Manasseh, right? I'm tired of seeing these overlaps, guys. Subdued implies a defeating and suppression. Look what they're going to use. Subdued the native tribes after years of fighting. So funny that they want to use the very language I told you guys that's already involved in this northern and southern kingdom split of Israel. They're going to use the same language of the Americas, right? It's so funny to me, right? Look at this. Reduced implies a forcing to capitulate or surrender. The city was reduced after a month-long siege. You know, Israel was under a siege too, to where they ate themselves because they were surrounded. Yeah, I'm not saying Israel was a good guy at all, but you want to know what? Israel does have a promise. So I'm following that, okay? No matter what we did wrong, and I don't believe the people that wrote this story and told us that we did wrong. I don't believe them, and I'm going to show you why later on, guys. But I'm going to go ahead and let that narrative prevail. Israel did wrong. If Israel did wrong, it's going to be okay, because guess what? The Creator gave Israel an everlasting promise. All right? So we may have done wrong. But what makes you think that you could be a part of anything that curses Israel and you think you got something good coming for you, Judah? Nah. Whosoever curses Israel is cursed. Whoever blesses Israel is blessed. Okay, now. Overthrow. Let's go down here. Stresses the bringing down or destruction of existing power. Yeah, so there is a big difference, all right, y'all, between capture and conquer. And that often knows it. Now, y'all know it. You see the language used right here, right? Subjugate, vanquish. You see it, guys. You know what time it is. Where have we seen that language before? Let's see. Let's follow the trail. We have seen that language before somewhere, guys. I'm going to show y'all where. Most of y'all that have been on here for a while are going to remember these wordings, right? Oh, Columbus Day. Heroic Columbus. Look at that. Notice he came in over here. You know, Spain's way over there, but, you know, he came in over there. I want us to get to, you know, conquer was reminding me of these conquistadors, right? They don't already told on themselves. All right, with that, Columbus and his sponsors were operating under, this is what we came here for, the doctrine of discovery, guys. Pope Nicholas V first articulated the doctrine of discovery in the papal bull, the Dum Diversas, in 1452. The doctrine of discovery consists of the idea that Christians have a right sanctioned by God to take non-Christian lands and property and assert political control over the indigenous inhabitants. Sound like Moses running around colonizing folks. You know, I told y'all Moses is linked to the Roman Empire. He's the great grandfather of the Holy Roman Emperor, the first one. So this sounds just like it. Me and Unifish already pointed that out, that if you remove that this is Moses, and you look for a point in history where some priests are commanding some people to run around and hijack lands, what do you come up with besides Moses? Like, I'm dead serious. So do your own, come to your own conclusion on that. Remember, they're writing these fantastical stories. So we got to kind of find our way out of it, guys. That's what we're left with. There is a little book that's sealed within this book, y'all. All right, so let's keep going, because I don't want to get off track and start with Moses yet. We're going to get to Moses. Don't worry, guys. All right, so listen. They're trying to control the indigenous inhabitants, right? This is what they're trying to do with this Dum Diversas. All right, so we've seen this language before. Let's keep going. It says, for example, the papal bull Dum Diversas grants the king, right, of Portugal the Pope's blessing to go to the western coast of Africa, right, or America. Ephrath and Bethlehem are the same, right, and to capture, vanquish, and subdue. Isn't that what we just saw under Conquer? Isn't that what the conquistadors are there to do? To capture, vanquish, and subdue Sarah's sons, huh? But this blessing don't come through Sarah, but it's the Saracens, right? Sarah's sons. They'll tell you it themselves, you know what I'm saying? But they will not give this honor to where it's supposed to go to, right? Because Sarah definitely crowned her son into Israel. And all subsequent sons after that want a part of Israel. You know what I mean? You just got to recognize who's Israel. You claim you Israel, but you can't be Judah and Israel. The blessing follows one son over here. His brother would have been down with the get down if he'd have stayed up under his brother, because you best believe, I don't want to believe Ephraim would have left his brother behind, man. But they don't want to be in subjection, man. But this is the way it goes. They don't understand what the true blessing is under the surface, biologically, what's going on, guys. And we're going to get into this. I see people watching some of my old episodes about the Y death and the X chromosome, right? Check it out. There are some men, what did I tell you, whose X's are intact. Did I not say that man was first XX? There are men here on our plane with 2 intact XXs, and I believe that has to be linked to Israel. But that's a story for another time, guys. That is what's being passed down through Sarah's sons. An everlasting. Do you understand that with that everlasting blessing was going to be the blessing of the breast and the womb? Fertility, guys, the continuation of Israel. Israel, not Judah. The only thing Judah got coming for them, man, we're going to get to that. If they are part of this confederacy that I believe they are part of, they don't have nothing good coming for them. You better make sure to separate yourself. For real. All right, so let's keep going. We see the language. We see that it's matching. I'm going to finish reading to the bottom. It says they're supposed to subjugate the Saracens, the pagans, and other enemies of Judahites, all right, and put them into perpetual slavery. Take all their possessions and their property. All right, this came from the Pope, which was going to be, they wanted to do this, quote, to, where did that thing go? They wanted to do this, go to the western coast of Africa, right? Yet it's linked to the New World. So come on, man. Right here it says the New World. it was going to divide the New World. So how are we in Africa again? You know, their very own their very own doctrines contradict their doctrines. Let's keep going, man. All right, we're done with this language because I told y'all that language looked familiar, but I want to take y'all to 2 Kings 16 because I keep telling you who sent Assyria in. Now, don't get me wrong. The book says that the Creator allowed Assyria to be weaponized against Israel because of their adultery. But we're going to read that in Kings. We know who wrote Kings. That's all I'm going to say, guys. So whether or not this was the will of the Creator, the fact of the matter is Judah played a part in it. It's been in there. They had no problem letting you know they did this, man. They glorified themselves. I keep telling you. If I had done this, I would be ashamed. Man, it would be no record of this, man, because I would have such shame. Like, man, I don't want nobody to ever know. You understand what I'm saying? But unfortunately, that's not the attitude these people have. They left it right in the book for you to read yourself, man. Check it out. Here's their king. In the 17th year of Pekah, the son of Remaliah, Ahaz, the son of Jotham, king of Judah, began to reign. So he is the king of Judah. All right. They like to talk a lot about Israel and what Israel was doing right now. They write this, but anyway, we're going to skip on down because I want to get to why we're here and what it was about Ahaz. So Ahaz, remember, he's the king of Judah, sent messengers to Tiglath-Pileser, king of Assyria, saying, I am thy servant. Not a servant of the Creator, guys. I am thy servant. He's the servant of Tiglath-Pileser. And thy son, come up and save me out of the hand of the king of Syria and out of the hand of the king of Israel, which rise up against me. I don't know why Israel was rising up against Ahaz. I'm sure it was probably a good reason, right? Because he's this guy's servant, right? He's over here saying he's the servant of here. So why would they not wipe out? They are commanded to wipe out the enemies of the Creator, the enemies of Israel. So if he's this person's servant, then that makes you an enemy, doesn't it? It don't matter if you're from this tribe. Once you're rolling with this person right here, you an enemy. That's the position you put yourself in. But you run to your enemy and say, save me. Please, I'm your servant. I am thy servant. Save me. Here you go. They always want somebody to save them. And they always got you thinking somebody coming to save you. So Ahaz took silver and gold. We're going to go right down here. That was found in the house of the Lord and in the treasures of the king's house, and sent it for a present to the king of Assyria. Not only did they say, hey, invade my little brother, they paid for it with their silver and their gold. And the king of Assyria hearkened to them. Yeah, he did. So we know for a fact that this guy over here sent them in. Now, here's why I keep saying I'm having trouble believing that Israel actually deserved that. I'm going to tell you why. All right. But first, let's go to Psalms 83, guys. Yeah. Psalms 83 and the coming battle for who? Israel. Y'all better pay attention. Surely the sovereign Lord does nothing without revealing his plans to his servants, the prophets. That's what they're going to say. End times experts speak a lot about the Gog-Magog war, right? A prophecy in Ezekiel, right? That predicts a powerful confederacy apparently led by Russia, that is designed to someday invade Israel. Some think that its fulfillment is even knocking at our door. Could it be? I don't know. We didn't get into this right here yet, guys, but we're going to have to, right? But a lesser known prophecy is gaining momentum and importance for our day. Psalms 83, in which a different confederacy attempts to wipe out Israel. No, they wiped out Israel. They did that. They did it. Man, listen. They did exactly what they set out to do. The memory of Israel is wiped out. Okay, guys, but we on this trail of tears and we found it. So let's keep going. The psalm seems to be addressing current issues in the Middle East. Nations conspiring to destroy Israel. It's well, we know it's not the Middle East, guys. Asaph means the gatherer, right? It's a vision of a future war. Oh God, do not remain silent. Do not turn a deaf ear. Do not stand aloof, oh God. See how your enemy growls, how your foes rear their heads. Psalms 83 is more than a prayer or a plea to God for vengeance on Israel's enemies. It reveals that a 10-member confederacy wants to destroy the chosen people and possess the promised land. Do they not do that now? Did they not wipe out the chosen people and possess the promised land? Yes, they do. Mission accomplished. Let's keep going. This psalm, however, was not written during a time of war. It was written some 3,000 years ago by King David. It's not written by David, by his worship leader. Okay, if I kept going, my bad, y'all. I was about to say, by King David's worship leader, Asaph, during a time of great prosperity, liberty, and peace. I think Asaph represents the female principle that was here, that they had to directly deal with. But that's a long story. That's that angel of the creator that you hear Jacob mention. All right, let's keep going. But I have to prove that to y'all. That's why I don't bring a lot in that I already kind of know about until I prove it to you guys. So let's keep going. King David had decisively triumphed over Israel's enemies, and Israel could expand freely. All right, this is what they like to tell us. Asaph was not just a worshiper, according to 2 Chronicles, says he, but we know it could be she, was also a seer or a prophet. Asaph saw beyond this period of peace to a time when this confederacy would seek to the utter destruction of Israel. Didn't they do that, y'all? Israel is no more. Come, they say, let us destroy them as a nation so that Israel's name is remembered no more. Were they not successful? Because you don't holler Israel. You don't even realize who and what Israel is, the separation. You think these kingdoms are united. They are not. There is but one blessing, or else Esau's ass wouldn't be crying like we saw him crying. You ever see a grown man cry? Look at how Esau was crying, y'all. This is why he's in this list of confederacy nations, right? Listen, everybody who ever had a problem with Israel and the creator's assignment of Israel is going to be in this confederacy. Okay? All of the nastiness. You're going to see Ammon, you're going to see Moab, you're going to see Edom, you're going to see the Hittites, you're just going to see you're going to see Judah. Like, listen, guys, trust me. All right? Even though Asaph's vision was received in a time of peace, it must have been cause for some concern, since many named in the Confederacy had previously demonstrated their hatred. What did I say? Of course, even today, conspiring against these folks, the Judahites, people is considered nothing new. Okay, so it says here, see how your enemies crowd, your foes rear. With cunning, they conspire against your people. They plot against those you cherish. The Creator cherishes Israel. Uh-oh, you're going to be in trouble, Judah, because the Creator cherishes Israel. Yep. It says the coalition's motive is to break the Abrahamic covenant. With one mind, they plot together. They form an alliance against you. The 10-member coalition of Psalms 83 forms a covenant with each other against not only the nation of Israel, but the God of Israel. You see this? So anytime you are screaming, Judah, 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 you are standing toe-to-toe with a tribe who not only plotted against the chosen people, the chosen tribe, but also against the Creator. I hope you understand the position you're taking. I hope you understand who you are standing in the way of. I don't even like this G word, you know what I'm saying? Because we talk about the Creator over here, but you're standing in the way of that, Judah. You gonna be, man, listen, I'm glad I'm not standing with you. The coalition we're right here is not satisfied to only destroy Israel as a nation. They want to wipe out the memory of the name of Israel. All right, they're going to call it the Abrahamic covenant, but we ain't under no Abrahamic covenant, because the Abrahamic covenant looks like the Islamic covenant to me. So does the Mosaic covenant. It all look the same to me, guys. So does the Davidic covenant. Is this coalition? I'm under the Sarah covenant. I don't know about no Abrahamic covenant. Okay, my chief was Sarah. So Rey reminds me of Rey in Star Wars, right? That lady figure that they just came out. Anyway, with one mind they plot together. They form an alliance against you, Creator. You ain't against just Israel when you stand with everybody who is opposing Israel. You are against your Creator and your Creator's assignment. The 10-member coalition forms a covenant with each other against not only the nation, but the God of Israel. Oh, we already read that. Good gosh. Let's go down here. So the Abrahamic covenant. In the Abrahamic covenant, God pledged that a chosen people will come through Abraham. They got that wrong, actually. They promised through by use of Abraham, who is donating a fat portion. You know, that's what the semen is. It's a contribution of the fat that body needs to produce itself. Through Sarah, okay? Therefore, through Isaac, okay? It's not necessarily a covenant through Abraham, all right? It's really through Sarah, and we know that because of Sarah's name. Look at this, look at this. They want to put this Davidic covenant nonsense in here. See, this is the Judahites giving you a story again. All right, this prophecy, the 10-member coalition, I want to get down to this. While Israel's many enemies, wanted to destroy the nation of Israel. They want to attach these people, but we know Judah ain't Israel, so they have no meaning in this. Asaph specifically identifies 10 nations that unite to form a coalition. With one mind, they plot together. They form an alliance against you. The tents of Edom. Didn't Jacob tell Esau that? Sorry, didn't. Yeah. No, didn't Isaac tell Esau that his sword would abide and he would break the yoke of his brother off of his neck? So who do you see first? Edom. Prophecy fulfilled. And the Ishmaelites, prophecy fulfilled for Abraham, right? Because who are the Ishmaelites? That's Abraham's kids. So that's the Abrahamic covenant, right? Who do we see next? Moab. Well, who is Moab? That's David, y'all. And the Hagrites, that's Hagar's kids. And the Biblos, don't know who they are. I got to dig on them. Ammon, we know who that is. Ammon and Moab, brothers, right? From Lot. You got Amalek, right? That's the covenant with Abram, Philistine, the Philistines, and Tyre, and even Assyria has joined them to reinforce Lot's descendants. Well, who the hell is Lot's descendants? Didn't I tell y'all? David is a descendant of Lot. Okay, guys, I ain't making this up. The Torah told you this, that Assyria joined forces with Lot's descendants. Well, who did we see join forces with Assyria? Who did we see send them on over? Wait, I don't want to come out of this article just yet until, oh, they're going to leave the descendants of Lot out of this. This is hilarious. But we know who the descendants of Lot are, and we know who we know who this confederacy is, guys. Where's David crowned? In Hebron, which means confederacy. Look at this. We know who these descendants of Lot are, right here. These folks that want to join themselves to Israel, these imposters, huh? So if you're running around talking about the tribe of Judah, you're an imposter. We don't know you. And you ain't like us. You ain't got no inheritance with us. Your inheritance is with the son of Jesse, Judahite. You betrayed us and you enslaved us. And you came back with this fake narrative. Right, guys? And check this out. Check out what this person says right here. I'm sorry for the length of this, guys, but it got to be long. We're getting rid of the myths. What does Isaiah 52:4 mean? You know, when I saw what had happened to Israel, right? This scripture kept jumping out at me. I remembered this scripture. I haven't read it in a long time, guys, but it kept jumping out at me. And I said, well, wait a minute. That's a really good question. It says, Isaiah 52:4, for thus saith the Lord God, my people went down aforetime into Egypt to sojourn there, and the Assyrian oppressed them without cause. Israel hadn't done anything to Assyria, but because Judah told them to, they did what they did to us. Without cause. So you want to tell us again about our wickedness? I don't know, Judah, you're writing this. You're writing this, but the Creator is saying something to us. Last thing we're going to look at. Somebody sent me this a while ago, and I think it was KG. Shout out to all my real folks who are in the building. Mimi, KG, Michael Brown. Listen, guys, eternal, most high over all. Listen, guys, I want to thank y'all because y'all have stayed in the pocket. You guys must really want to know what happened to you, because this ain't the popular view. So I appreciate everybody sticking around, man, because you got your eye on the blessing of Israel. That's why Mama called y'all over here. We lost a few, but we gained a few, man. People are listening, man. Whether this is the popular view or not, check out this, guys. This. What did I tell y'all about these Southern Kingdom folks, guys? What did I tell y'all? The cowboys. They are Leah's boy. Leah means the water ox. Cowboys and Indians. Interesting. They don't even got Rachel up here. Man, they don't be wanting to put Rachel nowhere, boy. They be afraid, boy, of what Rachel can do. But listen, you got Levi, Judah, Reuben, and Simeon. What did I tell you? And Benjamin down here in the blue. See, these are the folks over here. So when you see that Confederate map and you see the blue areas, that's why I keep saying, was that the real South? And they flipped it and told us it was the North. They're going to keep Jacob in the red, which is Joseph's children, right? We see Ephraim, to be a multitude of nations, and Manasseh to be a great people. Make America great again. I'm just saying, guys. I'm just saying. Seed as the stars of heaven, guys. The stars of heaven, they were cast down. Great and mighty nation. Listen, guys, Israel over here, it ain't no two families, two nations, two countries, two kingdoms until Shiloh returns, to whom it is. All right, guys. British Commonwealth, United States. Right, who is lost, guys? Who's lost? Israel is lost. Judah ain't lost. Look, look. Look, what did I tell you? They are the Jews. You know, who did these people become over here? They still got the scepter. That's all I know. I believe the Torah when it says that. But I'm over here. All right, so here's a good map of British Israelism. All right. Popular in the 19th century, British Israelism claimed that the British people, by extension of the American, are the physical descendants of the lost. They want to say 10 tribes. It was never 10 tribes. Over here, you'll just see Ephraim and Manasseh. We don't know about all this stuff they're trying to kick over there. You know. They got a 13 over here next to Joseph. Okay, so do yourself a favor. Get acquainted with this, guys. And know that they not like us. They ain't like Israel. We were lost, but we've been found, man. And we got our eye on the blessing, man. That mama is going to be delivering. You could believe in that. And I wouldn't want to be on the wrong side of this thing. Listen, some people are really vested in the storylines. They vested in the Savior returning. I ain't vested. I don't believe in no kings. Okay? I've always had my eye on the Creator. That's it, guys. Much love to you guys on the front line. I'll see you guys next weekend. I'm hoping you guys recognize the difference over here on this front line. You recognize that they not like us. We're looking for Israel.